welcome everybody to another Coast Live. Tonight, our main concentration is the upcoming MJC Junior College Bowl in California on October 12th. Tonight, we got Kristen and Lucas representing the Modesto Pulling Pirates tonight. They're going to talk to us about the history of the organization and the bowl and stuff like that, and special guest host down there in the bottom, old John Mayfield, one of the old timers. He's going to pop in here a little bit tonight. The Duck, Chris Daniels, he's in Oklahoma watching his niece graduate from college there as a physician's assistant. So he might pop in a little bit later. And Gisher, Jason Gish, he's out spending money, looking at a car for his daughter, hit that 16-year-old mark. She's already got a pull truck. She just doesn't have a vehicle drive down the road. So he's out doing that tonight. So without further ado, Kristen, talk a little bit about the upcoming pool at MJC.
Sure. We'll introduce ourselves first. So, hi, everyone. My name is Kirsten Larson. This is my third year on the pool team. I'm a student at MJC and also the power mechanics intern. So I'm Mr. Conrado's intern. I'm majoring in ag science, ag business, and also animal science.
Hey everyone, I'm Lucas Cardinelli. I'm from Angels Camp. This is my second year here at MJC and my second year on the team. I'm majoring in ag mechanics and I'm one of the lead mechanics on our pool team here at MJC.
Nice. Tell us a little bit about the truck and everything and what it is, and explain it a little bit. As you can tell, I froze up, so I'm going to reset. But tell us a little bit about the truck and the organization.
Okay, so the club started in 2008, but the truck wasn't done around until 2010. We started in the 6,000-pound super stock class, but it was very difficult to drive for our students, and they were always breaking. So the club was approached by longtime pulling family, the Crawfords. So Bob and Dalton convinced them to move into the country mod class, which is what we are in now. So it's the 5,500 country mod class. We have a really big team this year, which is really good. We have over 20 students from all different majors on the whole campus. And it's not just about, our students aren't just, mechanics and stuff like that. We have business. I handle all the paperwork and the social media, being Conrado's intern as well. We have people that focus on, the vinyl and just, making sure everything's organized. It just makes everything go around, and it's just what makes our team really thrive. So Lucas will tell you a little bit about our truck specs.
So our truck is a 1959 Ford Custom. We have a 460 in it, but we boarded out 30 over, which makes us a 472 cubic foot or cubic inch, my bad. That's pretty much on specs. We had some problems with our truck a while ago, but over the last season and beginning of this season, but we figured them all out. We were chasing our problems and we figured it out. We had a MSD box problem and a carburetor problem, but we all got that all figured out and fixed up. So we're hot and ready to go.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
We're very thankful that
I remember that truck when it was still yellow and the super stock, and John does too. I'm trying to remember who.
Mike Camara.
Yeah, had that truck.
Yeah.
Farmer's Nightmare.
Yep. And I think it was 2010. I want to say it's 2010 was the very first MJC pool. We used to have it outside where the horse unit is now.
Yeah.
We
lost track of how many years it's been because of COVID. The college shut us down, and obviously we weren't allowed to have events. So this is our 12th annual this year, but I don't know how many it's been since the first one.
Yeah, I remember I pulled it the first one. It was VTPA and MJC put it on.
Wow.
And we brought the antiques out. We pulled antiques and pickups.
Oh, that's fun.
And that was right there where the pasture is now and where the horse barns are.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a modder of MJC, so spent a lot of time on those grounds and
yeah.
stuff. So. And not to mention, it's only 3 miles from my shop.
Yeah,
So
It's a really centrally located like area, so that's what we love about it, because we pull people from everywhere, so that's what makes it great.
and it's the only indoor that we have in California.
Yeah,
It's true.
and the diesel guys love it. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, so I mean, thank goodness for the good exhaust fans that they have in there.
yep.
I know one time we actually had the exhaust fans go down on us, and it got real smoky in there real quick. But yeah, it's a great event. Like I said, it's just upcoming the 12th week from this Saturday.
Yep.
Here's the flyer for it.
Yeah, doors will open at 5 p.m. The poll starts at 6 p.m. Skills and registration for the pollers is between 1 and 4. And new this year, thanks to Mr. Conrado's apprenticeship, we will be having kind of an early dinner for the pollers starting at 3 to 4:30. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's going to be good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
awesome.
really grateful.
Tell us a little bit about what you guys go through in a year. What's your guys' how you get involved, and what do you guys have to do for the year? What's the qualifications? What all do you guys do in the season?
Okay, so we meet every Tuesday at 4:30 now to meet like some of the accommodations for the other students that are in class and stuff like that. We meet every Tuesday pretty much like every single year or every single week, even if there's really nothing to do. We're always like organizing or just running through everything. A lot of maintenance and seeing different ways that we could modify things to make it better, and just really looking at all the different aspects. I mean, like a lot of the other pullers, like they have the trucks in their backyard, so or in their garage and stuff like that. Like we have to come to the college and like have an advisor here and stuff like that. And so that's why it makes it hard. Like we have a lot of students that will like are in Conrado's classes. Like after they're done with class, they'll come over and help us if we're really like busting it to try to get to a pull. And then usually like the truck breaks a few times, because if you're not braking, then you're not pulling hard enough. But we're usually fixing stuff and just maintenance and organizing and putting on a pole and everything else. Like we really don't have that much of a downtime. Anything you want to add?
We try to teach we just had a bunch of new students, as Kirsten said, join us. So we try to, the more advanced kids, we try to teach them how to work on the truck. So if we're not available to be there, they can do it and be able to work our truck as good as we can.
Yeah.
And
so that happens a lot too. Like if we have downtime, we just like start running through things like how to hook up a battery and this and how to start it, because it's really different than a normal vehicle. And like everyone is so like just mesmerized at like how different it is from like an actual like driving on the road vehicle than it is like a pull truck. So we have to go through all these steps because kids are just like, oh, you just get in and drive it down the road? No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Well,
How many different drivers do you have? Is it a different driver every pull, or do you have like certain drivers that you have that drive the truck?
he wants to know if he's scared for MJC.
It's me. I'm driving at MJC.
Oh. Well, I think I'm driving at MJC too.
Yay!
I don't know. We'll have to flip a coin.
Oh, it's usually a different driver every single year or every single time. So last year our team was a little smaller, and because we went to so many polls, because there were so many polls like this season, we actually had a few drivers like carry over, and like with some of our issues, we had to like drop them down to like polls later on in the season because of like our MSD box and all that kind of stuff. So we usually, it's a different driver every single time. Like a driver has never driven back to back since Conrado's been here. I don't think, like the team has always been over like 15 people. So Yeah, it's a different driver every single time, which makes it very nerve-wracking for Conrado, but nerve-wracking for us as well because we don't get any practice. He kind of just like at the pole teaches us some stuff, and like we go down to like the start of the track and he'll tell us some things, and then he'll throw us in the driver's seat. But he's really good at explaining it because he's been doing it for forever now.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like John knows, I mean, you can drive every weekend and pull it ain't the same. I mean, it's never is. You know,
Yeah.
you got track conditions. You know, it's just never the same elevations.
Yep.
So to have a different person in the truck at every different track is, I guess it would be just like us. I guess going to a different track that you haven't been to.
Well, it also, it's really, what's the best way? It's a data nightmare because every person's going to feel something different. Where you're in the seat every time, so we write down our data and everything else. Well, now you got to cipher through that data because Kirsten might feel it different than what Lucas feels it.
Yeah.
So
when it's like some people like get into it faster than others, and like some people listen to Conrado and some people don't. So
Oh yeah,
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that pass in Turlock this past weekend, that was one of the best passes I've seen that truck made in.
We were so excited.
It was cool.
Yep.
That was cool. Now we need to knock that off. Let's Oh, that was awesome pass, you guys. That was awesome.
Thank you. Aw, thank you.
I think this Dusty got you. There you go. Great. The girls
Oh,
are
yeah.
Matter of fact, his truck is sitting here at my place waiting for MJC.
Yeah, we're excited that he's going to make the drive back down. That's really exciting for us.
Yeah. Do you get those parts off of Dusty's truck that I was asking for?
Shh. It's now a 6-cylinder. keep talking, John. I got to refresh.
All right. But no, that was an awesome pass. I mean, it's like I said, it's Turlock's a tricky track. I mean, one year you can be on top of the world. You can win it almost every time, and the next time it's you can use the same data as you did when you pulled before.
Yep.
And then go back and it's not the same. And you guys definitely figured it out. That's for sure.
We were so excited because we heard them RPMs going up and they kept going up, and that was our problem. It would go down and then shoot back up. That was our carburetor, and we heard them continue going up, and we were just so excited.
My dad was in the stands and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I could see you guys!" Like he said he could see me like high-fiving everybody and like jumping for joy. That was like the best thing ever because we haven't heard it like go up in RPMs for like a long time, and to hear that, I was almost crying.
It was a great feeling.
She walked it out. She walked it out on that sand pit just perfectly. Just kept the constant throttle and kept it going. And that was an awesome pass.
Yep. Just like Conrado always says, the girls are the best drivers.
That is true.
That has been said more than once. That has definitely been said more than once.
Yeah, it's a tough track to figure out for sure.
Yeah.
And we're going in, and MJC is a tough track to figure out because not only is it a softer track, it's also a shorter track.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of figures that go into that, going into that event.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's that only indoor pool we have, and it generally draws a lot of attraction. Pullers just like coming there. Like Kristen said, it's centrally located. There's a lot of pullers that are from just this area in Stanislaus County and Merced and San Joaquin County. So, you have a lot of pullers that are just in this circle of area, and that pool draws a lot. I know in 19, we didn't have 21, 21, 22.
Yeah.
And we did have 23. So we had 3 years that was off there. And, it's when we finished up in 19, that place was a packed house. for all those years, I mean, you couldn't fit another person in there. That is standing room only, and hopefully we can get it back to that. Last year was a little bit light, but I think there's been a lot more publicity on it this year, and people know it's back. And I think you're going to see a lot more butts in the seats to come see it.
Yeah, we're hoping. We know that pre-sale isn't always a big thing for us, but those are the reserve seats. So if you're wanting reserve seating, go to mjc.tix.com to get your reserve seats, because when you get to the door, it's just going to be like first come, first serve. And because the lines are going to be so long, we're just pretty much going to hand you tickets. So we hope everyone understands, but you can get your reserve seating right now. And that'll close Thursday. So the Thursday before the poll, which I think is the 10th? Yeah, the 10th.
Are you guys doing a pre-register, or are you just registering there?
I think MLM will open it up the week of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll open up through MLM. For all the pullers, pre-registration. MLM will have it up probably Monday or Tuesday of next week. And sometimes it might be open this weekend. I don't know, but sometimes it's usually Monday or so before the pool. It'll be up. A couple new things for this year too, for MJC that hasn't been ever done.
Yeah.
Is we were able to acquire a couple sponsors, and the limited pros have a purse this weekend or on the 12th. Thanks to Central Valley Dodge and Melvin T. Wheeler and Sons. We got a limited pros. We'll have a payout for first, second, third. And then on top of that, the Pro Mods. Pro Mods, it will be a purse and a points pool for MLM.
Yep.
And that's from Central Valley Dodge and Melvin T. Wheeler and Sons. Got together and they provided this year, and we're hoping to attract some more of the bigger iron to come in.
Yep.
So
yes, thank you, John, for that. That's a huge thing for us. We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I wanted to try to get some more community involvement.
Yeah.
To you guys for this event, and try to pick it up even more and get some more iron. I mean, last year we had 3 Pro Mods there, and I just love to see 8 to 10 show up there and put on a good show.
Yep. And then as a club, we decided that we wanted to give back to the limited pro stocks, because they have always come out with like 5 to 10 limited pro stocks at our polls. So we greatly appreciate them, and we wanted to give back to them for all their support throughout the whole year too.
Yeah, and and the thing is and this is sort of getting the foot in the door, and next year we might be able to pick up a couple more sponsors and just try to grow it even more and offer some more classes. You never know.
Yeah.
So every class is offered at the pool and everything, all the way from stock to anything that shows up. Basically, you get classified and you go.
Yep.
We even talked about bringing an 8-wheeler at one time, bringing a big John Deere down there and see how it would do. And it's all kinds of equipment just down the road we can try.
Yeah.
But like before, whenever we were there in 19, before the whole COVID thing shut everything down, we had so many people, so many participants that were there. We also started doing a little bit of garden tractor and side-by-side pulling. American Crane brought in their little tiny sled that they have for doing garden tractors. So, as a normal pool event goes, it's hurry up and wait. We get there, it's a hurry up and waiting game. So we had something to do before the event. So we sat there and we had garden tractors and we had quads and side-by-sides, and it was a fun event.
We actually
because of that.
we actually have a guy at work that he's been chopping at the bit to put a little garden tractor together, to pull it. He's been looking at them and this and that and what have you, and I think it would be pretty cool. I mean, if something, because they do it back east all the time. It's I think they wanting to grow pulling and everything. Well, that's part of it. you get the littler kids, or younger kids, I should say, younger kids that would be into something like that. And then, once they do that, it's over from there. It's
You talking
in the
about the
blood.
little kids? The little kids?
Well, a little older than little kids.
If that's the case, I got to guarantee I'm going to see you on a garden tractor.
Oh, I'll get on one.
Oh my gosh.
But
It would be cool. It would be cool to see that actually become a thing,
yeah,
a staple.
yeah, because we have such a long period of time where we're doing nothing, unless we're working on the trucks and getting ready for the event. But it's a hurry up and waiting game.
Yeah.
It is.
And it was something to pass the time. It is a lot of fun then.
Yeah.
And then it's I don't know it's a great. I know there's some pullers that are coming down that have never been to MJC, and I think that's a great thing too. And it's well organized and a well put together event in that indoor deal. And it's just something about the indoor that attracts everybody with the echoing and big motors and indoors and stuff like that. That just short track.
Yep.
Yep.
I never actually explained why we put on the poll too. So it's actually a fundraiser for our club, which is the MJC Poland Pirates, which is our club on campus. The college doesn't give us any money. We have to fundraise all of our money every single year. Anything that we pay for has to come out of our club or our pocket sometimes when we don't have enough sponsorship money. So this poll is actually a fundraiser for our team. So after all the bills are paid, all the leftover money actually gets put into our club.
And that's what you guys operate on for the next up and coming season.
Yep.
So that's even more of a point to try to get more and more people in there and more activity.
Yep, exactly.
John, I got to refresh again.
All right. Man, that sounds like a personal problem. I don't know if I'd be talking about that on the air.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. No, you guys definitely laid one down. That's for sure.
We were so
Yeah.
I can't wait for MJC.
Yeah. We can't either. Me and Ace was talking. It's like, we gotta get something figured out. You guys got to figure it out. We got to get something figured out. It's just it's a learning curve for everybody, So,
Exactly.
I know how to fix your problem there, John.
but no, you don't. No, you don't. No,
You got to slant that distributor over.
no.
Dusty will back me up on that one.
Is Dusty still on here? Isn't it past his bedtime?
Oh my gosh.
You just got to slant that distributor over, and that take care of your problem there, John.
It's got a little slant to it, but no. The oil don't work right.
Hey, as long as we're all pulling and everything else, you're always going to have the Ford, Dodge, Chevy wars.
Yep.
Yeah. You got it. You have to, otherwise it ain't no fun.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. So how many hooks a year do you guys usually attend, or how do you guys decide on how many hooks you guys are going to go to in a year?
This year, I went through the list of like everybody's list and highlighted ones that were like closest to us or that were in like people's hometowns, like within our club. Conrado about had a heart attack when he saw how long the list was, because he was like, we usually only go to like 10 hooks a year, if that. Like our list is, I don't even know how long. And there was more added on there. And I was like, it's okay. It's going to be a great year. Like, you're going to have me. It's going to be fine. And we did get worn out. Like, when we went to Gustine and then both days of the Stanislaus County Fair, oh my gosh, all in the same week. It was
the hottest month of the year.
Yeah. Like 115 degrees. That was a lot, but it was still all a learning curve for us. I think we placed like 4th and 2nd. But it also gave an opportunity to all those kids. Like, we have a girl from Newman, so she drove at Gustine. And so all these things just go into perspective when we're looking at the polls that we go to every year. We would love to hit more, but it's just not, we can't do it because then we have like school events that we have to attend and stuff like that. That also conflict with all these dates as well.
Now, like during during the FFA events at MJC, the field day.
Yeah.
You guys usually put the truck and do things, put up some kind of display. So you guys
sometimes we have, but other times it kind of just like gets in the way, because there's not really a good place to put it that like somebody can watch it, because you know those little FFA high schoolers, they don't always have the biggest brains yet. So I think I'm gonna push for that this year. I know like our senior day is coming up on Friday, and we're obviously gonna have the truck there and the samurai and stuff like that, because then that's also good publicity for our poll as well, with it being a week later. So even though Conrado's not going to be there, so Conrado won't be there, but he trusts Lucas and I with the truck to be there, so we're great for that.
Now, is that event at West Campus or at East Campus?
It's in the pavilion.
It's in the pavilion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, are you a senior this year, Christian?
Yeah, I'm graduating this year. Yeah.
Lucas, you are too, or no? You
Yes,
both
me
are.
too. Yeah.
Now, after you guys graduate, are you still going to be part of it, or are you guys just like going to go your ways, or?
No, you have to be a student to be a part of our club. So we just have to go our different ways and.
Oh, I see.
Show the best, yeah.
Usually my bad.
Go ahead, Lucas.
Usually during the summer before school starts, we still like come in and check everything out. We help and we still show the new kids what to do. That's why we try so hard to recruit new members so we can teach them during the season. So we don't leave a big burden on Conrado because Conrado's the advisor, but we work on the truck. He just oversees us.
Yeah.
Then you guys decide to pass the torch to whoever you feel fit. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So now the big question is, now you're both seniors, you're both moving on. Now, is there a puller in each one of your guys' future?
Hey, good question.
I've been watching truck and tractor pulling since I was little. My dad used to take me with my Uncle Frank, who's my dad's best friend. And I've always said that I would love a pull truck. And my dream has been to go to Cal Poly, but I don't think that's in my wants now. And so I'm trying to convince my dad, well, if I save money and go to Fresno, can we start building my pull truck? But
Bulldogs.
That's not really been going over well.
Now, if you had to choose a class, what would you build for?
I would start probably in a stock class and build my way up. I don't want to start like too high and just not know how to drive, because I want to learn how to like properly drive and make my way up through the classes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what both of us right here have done. Same exact thing.
Yeah. Ace was on here. I think I seen Ace on here. Ace, that's how he started too. I mean, that's your best platform. I'm assuming. I mean, way I see it, that's your best platform to start there, then just start working yourself up.
Yep.
You see a lot of people doing that right now.
Yeah.
How about you, Lucas?
Well, currently right now, me and my old classmates, we're building a truck right now. We're building a stock truck. Right now we have two trucks we're choosing from. We got an old 97 Dodge, and then we got a V10 Dodge, and then we got an old 75 square body. We're trying to choose which one we really want to choose, because we're building both of them right now, but I think we're leaning more towards the 75 Chevy. It's just a more classic look, and we both love the Chevy look. And we're both Chevy guys, so we're trying to lean towards that direction.
And the little secret, those old Chevy, especially the 73s and in that era, those early square bodies, those frames are a little bit more on the flexier side, and they've always worked really good.
Yes. We're trying to push a little harder.
Freaking Nick.
Nick, come on.
But yeah, I mean, that's definitely, you just start playing with it, and you start building up from there. You start gathering parts. That I started in the stock class in '94 with my everyday pickup, and then
What was that?
the old wow, you're gonna flip me on that one.
Good question.
1990 F-250. Yes.
There you go.
But and then when we built the Dodge, it started off in the street class, and we just start gathering parts from day one and to where it's at now.
Yeah.
Start gathering parts and just build it up from ground up. And I always say it's a lot more fun figuring out building it
It is.
sometimes than it actually is driving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And seeing it perform is the best part, and succeed is even greater.
Yep.
Sure.
It is.
So, but yeah, it's definitely an experience, and you guys got to experience learn a lot in the 4 years or how many ever years you're there at MJC with what goes on with that program, and yeah, it helps you.
Yep.
And we had Conrado teach us the whole way.
Yeah.
That's how we're so good.
Yeah, like that's actually Ace. He's under his wife's name, but yeah, and they started in 55 stock.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep.
With Ace is high.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That was a good pulling truck.
Yeah,
Real good pulling truck.
it hooked good. It hooked good right out of the gate when they first got it.
Yeah, it did.
I'm doing the same thing with my son-in-law. Well, he'll be my son-in-law in 16 days. But we brought him out to Turlock this past weekend. Just took the old ranch truck, the 96 Dodge with a V10 in it.
Yep.
Hooked the sled. You got to get that experience on the track.
Yes, 100%.
Get the feel for the procedures and the safety and everything else of where the reason why we have certain safety things in there, and you learn it and then go on with it, and it works.
Yep.
You learn it early.
Yeah. Conrado always preaches to us about safety, and we'll go over it just to make sure we understand how important it is. Because a lot of these kids come in here and they don't understand. They've just seen pulling from the stand, so they don't understand how bad things can go very quickly.
Very quickly, yes. Well, even when you're not in the truck, there's things that happened. Like Lloyd Riddle a few years back. Got run over by the sled.
Oh wow!
Oh,
You remember that?
Yep.
I mean, it's
right
you
after
gotta
I hooked.
your head's got to be on a swivel. Because there's a lot of moving parts going at one time.
Yep.
Oh, Ace is blaming you there, John.
Well, we're building it better and better as we go. We've just got to work out all the weak links.
Well, and you said something there when I refreshed there, I got back in there. People sit there and they'll say to you, well, you're only going in a straight line. You're going 300 feet. You're only moving 26 miles an hour or whatever. How dangerous can that be? And there's a lot of things that can go wrong. And that's the reason why we emphasize so much on safety.
Yep.
I know, John, you back in the day, you guys had a close call with loading on the trailer.
Oh yeah.
That was eons ago, but somebody could easily got hurt in that situation. There's a lot of things that can happen at a truck pull that you got to be safe, and that's a key thing. And that's one of the things I get most upset about whenever you see something that's not going on, it's not in the safety realm, that I get a little upset about it. But there's a lot of things that go wrong, and us all being together on the safety end of it, and you guys learn the safety end of it with your guys' teachings and passing it on to fellow students coming in, that's a key. That's what's going to keep building us.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Mm-hmm. No, that would be cool to see you guys come out with your own trucks and stuff. That would be awesome.
Yep. Our team expired us.
And you know what? I could have lost a bet. We have not had Conrado come in that back door yet once.
I know.
I know
I've
we've been
just
listening
been
for him.
thinking about that. Like, where is this guy?
He's
I
probably
guess,
listening out there, and he's going to jump in any minute.
I guess the lecture's like really important today.
Exactly. Yes.
Safety lecture.
I
Hey,
think
John,
it's
we should pop in the back of
It's
this lecture
electrical.
class.
Yeah.
Huh? What was
We
that?
should pop into
Electrical
this class.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, right. Grab our number 2 pencils. Like, hey, we're here. Let's go. Let's do this.
Hey, if anybody's got any questions for Kirsten and Lucas, pop them on here so we can ask them for it. Ask them any questions. Oh, I know what we need to bring up. We need to bring up the pit situation and everything. Kirsten sent me a picture of that earlier today.
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to come in off of 99, Highway 99 in Modesto, California, get off on the Briggsmore Carpenter overpass. You're going to come off, depending on which direction you're coming from, you're going to come off either on College Way or what's the one at the fire training center? Anyways, fire science lane.
Yeah.
And it'll come into Brink Avenue. Once you get on the Brink Avenue, you'll find the entrance to the college. As you can see here, the general and additional parking and preferred parking for the spectators in the purple, pit areas in the green. That first pit area is usually where a lot of the stock, super stock, diesels, and those without cut tires usually will park. And then staging and registration scales is to the north side of the pavilion. That's where we'll stage all the vehicles. And then you'll see it. And fellow poolers actually know this, have been there many times before. But there's a grassy area between the beef unit and the canal there where we usually like the pro mods, the country mods, the tractors, all that run cut tires usually park their haulers there. So they don't have to go across the asphalt to come over there. But,
Yeah. So we
we'll
actually we have a bunch of like signs that we're putting up too, so like nobody can get lost. So after like entrance to the pits is off of Shoemake. You cross the little canal, and then you go down right past housing, and there's trailers. So then left will be pro mods and country mods with cut tires, and then right will be like regular pits. So then that long rectangle right across the sheep and dairy unit, that's where the pro mods and country mods and all them can park.
Yep, I didn't. That was my mistake. I didn't see the entrance. They're using the Shoemake gate.
Yeah,
so,
just to make everything easier.
Yeah, for all the contestants.
Yeah,
that makes it really easy.
Yeah.
So we got a question here from Charles Bent. They're thinking about putting a supercharger on the truck and put it in a higher class. Well, really out here, we do have a super mod class, but it's not too many active in it at this time. So, and in the pro mod class, you can't run any kind of, it has to be naturally aspirated. So, it's sort of hard to do that whenever the class isn't really out here anymore. Haha. Oh, Dusty. You're supposed to say the winning gear.
No, not yet.
You're supposed to answer Dusty with that.
No. I won the second night last year. We'll see if I can keep my tradition alive, I guess. But we're supposed to have quite a few country mods come out, so I'm really excited about that.
Well, we were going to have one there, but the motor ate itself up, so it didn't happen. Cornchild was supposed to be there, and we did a test pass on it and found a lot of flaky in the oil, so it's not running.
Yeah. Oh my God, Matt said something. That's Matt.
Yeah.
He's one of our pole team members, and he also always drives the, what are they called?
Skid steers.
The skid steers at the poles.
We call him Tractor Matt.
Yeah.
So, little thing about Matt is he got put on the Oliver at Lakeport,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
and just they needed a driver, and so he got put on Joe Williams Oliver and competed against Spielman with Haymaker and beat him.
Yep.
We heard all about it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was quite a. We were sitting there waiting for the results, and John's wife grabbed my phone, went running across the track to show John that he got his butt kicked by Matt.
Yeah, we heard like that night. I think Matt called us or Matt sent us a text of the plaque, and I was like, "There's no way that you did that." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, I did."
Yeah, he was on cloud 9.
Yep.
Yeah, he's. But yeah, I mean, Kirsten, is there anything else you want to go over with?
Just that the diesels need to have their exhaust pointing up. We know that's a huge deal. We are going to be selling our merchandise, so our t-shirts, our hats. We have some vinyl decals that we were making. We're also going to have food and drink trucks. So we're going to have a taco truck, smoking and tipping barbecue truck, and then Suds and Floats drink truck coming again on the south side of the pavilion. So everyone is welcome to those. They're actually going to start serving at 5:00. So whenever you get to the pole, you can enjoy some food before the pole starts.
That's awesome. I just heard barbecue, and I'm like, I'm hungry now.
Yeah,
Very
and the
good.
Suds and Floats drink truck is so good. They've always been so supportive of us, and we're really grateful to have them back for a second year. We always see them at all the polls that we go to that are like associated with a fair and something because they're always there. So that's cool.
That's awesome. It's a lot of good support that way.
Yep.
I know I talked to Conrado because I didn't know you guys were having all that, and he was listing that all off. I'm like, that is a great idea, bringing all them in and having them handle it. Then you guys don't have to worry about it because the old ways, you guys used to have to cook everything, and
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Ron and Andy would be out there barbecuing all day, and it's just utterly chaos. You guys having to keep up with that and put on the rest of everything else.
Yeah.
And
When-
that's the best idea.
Yeah. When he brought it up last year, like, oh, we used to like do hot dogs and this and popcorn and all this stuff. I was like, what if we just bring in food trucks? And he kind of let me do that. And they did so well last year. And they actually, because it's a fundraiser, they actually do give us a kickback, which we're very grateful for. And so we decided to have them back a second year because we loved it so much.
That's awesome. John, you got anything? Any questions? Anything you want to say?
Oh, not right this second, but I'll think of something here in a minute.
So, Kirsten, go ahead and give us the lowdown again on the pool. What all it is, date, prices. I'll kick through the deals as we come through it.
Okay. So next Saturday, October 12th at 6 p.m. is the MJC Truck and Tractor Pull. It is a fundraiser for the MJC Pullin' Pirates, which is a club on Modesto Junior College's ag campus. Tickets are available at mjc.tix.com. Adults are $20, children 12 and under are $10, and then MJC students are also $10. On the website they do have a processing fee. That's what like the website has. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind, but pre-sale tickets are reserved seating. And tickets at the gate are just what you get handed. So it's kind of first come, first serve or non-reserved. So you can get those all the way up until Thursday, the Thursday before the poll. So you have about 9 days. mjc.tix.com. Doors open at 5 p.m. and the poll starts at 6. And we're supposed to have a huge turnout of pullers, so we're really excited.
Yeah, we'll be posting it throughout the week too. A reminder on West Coast and and Code 3 Page and Baby Huey and the rest of us. We'll be sharing it quite a bit. So
Thank
you'll
you.
really get out there. And just a reminder, you limited pro stocks is going to be a purse for you guys.
Yep.
Brought to you by Central Valley Dodge and Melvin T. Wheeler and Sons. And then also for Pro Mods,
Yep.
modified purse from Central Valley Dodge and Melvin T. Wheeler. So it's going to be a heck of an event.
Yep.
So,
And we're going to be posting every day now. So if you see the MJC Pullers page blow up, it's because I'm going to post every single day up until the poll. We've gotten a lot of engagement on our Facebook event, so I'm really excited about that. There's about almost 500 people now that say that they're interested or going. So I'm really excited about that.
yeah, that's gonna make it awesome.
Yeah. And we're also on the radio stations as well. And I don't know if Cat Country's ran out of tickets, but Cat Country has been giving away pairs of tickets for the last week or so. So that's really exciting.
Awesome.
Yep.
So,
Are you guys going to run 2 sleds or 1 sled? Ace was asking me.
2 sleds.
2 sleds? Okay,
2 big sleds.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, that's looking forward to it.
Yep.
Definitely looking forward to it. It's
How
going to be a
did
good show.
polling?
How did I
Yeah.
or John?
Both of you guys.
you go first.
Well, my dad went to a pull. It was in Oakdale at the rodeo grounds. John, you remember that?
Yep.
And I was actually in Oklahoma at the time. And he called me up and he says, "Hey, I'm going to send you a plane ticket. We're going to build a pull truck." And I said, "A pull truck?" I said, "All right, well, let's do it." So I flew back and we built the truck. It was a stock truck. It was I don't remember what year it was, 79 Ford. And I actually pulled the motor out of a bus that we had on the property, and stuck the motor in it. And I don't know, we had a couple weeks before the next Oakdale pull, because I believe there was two pulls in Oakdale per year back then. I think I'm almost positive, but had that old worn out motor, so we stuck it in there, and there was a buddy of mine, John knows him. I think you guys know him too. Ed Larkin. He's got Wild Child.
Oh, yeah.
That truck, Wild Child. He happened to pull in one day and see what we were doing, and we told him what was going on. He's like, "Oh yeah, I've got parts, this and that." So the rest was history. We hooked and I don't know. It gets in your blood. It's a pretty bad disease. It really is. There's no known cure, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Mine was July 3rd, 1993. Me and a buddy of mine, my dad used to pull tractors and back in the late 70s and early 80s. A friend of mine actually told me he has this picture. I have not been able to get a hold of it yet, but after they got done with the horse pulls and got done with the tractor pulls, and they used to have the big duals class in the tractors, they'd have the sled weighted down as heavy as it'd ever go. And my dad and my 2 uncles put a 73 Highboy Ford, 69 or 70 Chevy, and my dad's 66 Power Wagon, and chained them end to end and pulled the sled out the arena at Stanislaus County Fair. I think it was like 1778 is when they did that. But I've been around the pulling when I was a little kid, all around the Stanislaus County Fair, because my grandmother ran the arena for 40 some years. But whenever my senior year of high school in 93, Jason Miller and we went to the Gustine pull with my street pickup after my dad told me I could not do it. And we went there and we pulled, and back then you could walk alongside the truck if you wanted to. There was no restrictions. And I hooked up to the old Legend sled at Gustine there and put it in gear. And I told Miller out my window, I said, "If you see something go wrong, tell me to shut down." And I took off and felt that squat, felt that hook get tight, and was like, "Ooh, this is an adrenaline rush here." And he goes, "You're good." So I took off. We won that night. But what I didn't know is when he said that was good, is my bumper went.
Oh no.
We didn't know no better at that time back in those days. Well, you did the damage already. Might as well go.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Damage is done.
We brought it
Exactly.
home and took the brush rake and pushed the bumper back in and never looked any difference. And that was the beginning of it. And then we took, after my daughter was born, I think she was like 2 or 3, it was like 2003 or so. I still pulled in the stock class, pulled my everyday pickup. And then I just took a break from it for a while. And in 2010, Miller and I started building Code 3. In 2011, we brought it out for the first time. And it's been ever since.
Wow.
So a little bit of history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
So, and I've known this guy right there, damn thing, for quite a few years, back in the Oakdale pool days and stuff like that. Him and Hicks and Josh, and there was a whole group of them that all ran around, those Ford guys that ran around together that, we always battled back and forth. So a lot of
Yeah.
gear.
Yeah, I love seeing all those old photos. That's so cool.
So
Yeah, a lot of fun. Lots changed too. A lot's changed as far as the pulling scene. Period. I mean, it's been a pretty cool ride.
yeah, you want a long hook, and that would be the old Legend sled. Those old sleds there, those sleds. It
I
took
hated
you a
that
lot to
sled.
get them out of the hole.
Yeah, I hated that sled. Man, I hated it.
Yeah, it was a lead sled for sure. It took a lot to get out of the hole and a lot to keep it moving. And your hook might only go 75 feet,
Wow.
or you might go 300 feet, but you're on it for almost a minute.
Yeah,
So, a lot of things changed.
Yeah, these new sleds are, they're nothing like the old ones by no means. And John told me that when we got to me and Ace and the guys at the shop got the truck going. He's like, "You're not going to recognize coming out of the hole different from what it used to be. So be ready." I wasn't ready.
So, well, hey, everybody, go to MJC's Pulling Pirates Facebook page, Instagram, all that stuff. We'll have stuff on here. I'll have it on Code 3 page also. Chris will have it on Baby Huey. Come out, support a great cause, support a great organization. Come out and see us all out there. John will be there. I'll be there. Chris will be there. Dusty, who's been popping in, he'll be there. There's a lot of guys that are there he is.
There he is.
About time. I lost that bet.
Well, some of us have to get paid for a living there, John. Right? How's everybody doing?
Good. Todd, how are you?
Good. I'm doing good. Just
introduce him there, Kirsten.
This is Mr. Conrado. He is our advisor.
Yep, that's me.
Yep.
Let me turn this light off. It'll be better. There. Now you can see better. Good. So how many people are coming out to the polls on a week from Saturday?
So far, a lot. We're hoping to have a packed house, right? We're hoping to have
we got the radio station Cat Country has got some ticket giveaways. So if you're interested in maybe some free tickets, you can listen to Cat Country. You can also go to mjc.tix.com and purchase pre-sale tickets. And that will, if you do that, that's reserved seating. You can pick what seat you like, section, row, seat number. If you wait till the day of the event, then it's just first come, first serve.
Yep.
You went through that already?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't need me. I'm going to go back to class. Later.
Turn that light on.
No, it glares.
No, it's ugly.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Now you know who the real boss is.
Yep. Hey, thank you guys for coming on. Like you said, go on there. We'll have it on our pages and stuff like that out there. Come out and support it. It's a great event, And we hope to see everybody on Saturday, October 12th.
Yep.
Yeah,
guys
absolutely.
You guys hold on and I'll play us out and I'll let you know.